Hey guys, it's Laura Cat from Upsidedown Cat. I just wanted to share some stuff. I was gonna do a second like zines and comics episode, and then I also have some like sewing stuff to show and some knitting. And everyone who watches this is probably like, "Where's the music?" You know, it's gonna come. I don't have a timeline, but thanks for watching, and I hope some of the stuff is kind of interesting. And so it's September and like end of September, so we're thinking Halloween, I guess. I wanted to show these pumpkins I made a long time ago. They're just made out of fabric. And then there's tutorials online. I'm sure you can find them on YouTube and stuff. But it's just fun to have like fabric around and make little pumpkins, and my kids like them, though I made them before I had kids, so that's something fun to share. Also, some quilt fabric my friend gave to me. I'm gonna make them a quilt for their family, and so I was just cutting some today, so I figured I'd show it. And so I also have a bunch of black and whites I've had forever, so I was sewing those. It's gonna be the same quilt. So this is called chain piecing, where you like chain them all together and then you can trim them. But so yeah, these are gonna go with the Halloween prints, and I actually ordered a couple extra Halloween prints just to kind of round it out. So I'm excited to do that quilt someday. It might not be done for this Halloween, but Halloween's kind of a multi-season thing at their house. Oh, I should share my mug. So I have cat mugs at my house and music mugs and like cowboy mugs. So this is one of the cowboy mugs for Spray, Oregon Rodeo, and I've got lemon ginger tea. And then I made a pillowcase for my friend Todd. So basically Upsidedown Cat happened because I started taking music lessons from my friend Todd Fatal. He's been in a lot of bands, The Beauty, and Twin Sister, and Garbage Chute Flyboys, and Agents of Future, and he helped run the Meow Meow Club, which is an all-ages club, for like 5-ish years. So I actually did some Meow Meow stuff on here. Let's see, that's one. And then, where's the other one? Oh, this awesome Meow Meow logo. So it's like kitty themed. It's like Upside Down Cat Meow Meow themed. And I meant to make it last year, so it's made this year for him. But yeah, just really grateful for Todd helping me develop my creativeness and singing and songwriting and storytelling, because Upside Down Cat's all about storytelling. And just knowing that, like, hey, I had stories worth telling, and like they could be catchy and stuff that people would want to sing along to. That's really awesome. So yeah, what else? I'm knitting. I'm kind of almost done with this. It's like a shawl kind of thing. I'll show you the picture. I really like this designer Martina Bem under the name Strickmick. So that's what it looks like, and the pattern. So this teal is going to be that bottom border that I've just started on, so it's pretty fun. The colors are kind of like crazy, like I don't know, I think I'll wear it. I don't know, I like it. I think it'll be good. So yeah, it's good to have knitting going if you knit. Okay, so a couple other things. This is a rag rug. It's all my socks from a long time. Maybe I showed it, or I put it on Instagram. It's like all my socks for like the last 8 years that like had holes in them. So I cut them into tiny strips and made this rug. The only problem is, I finished it last night. The only problem is it's like really bumpy, so I have to like stand on it a bunch, or I might have to put like ribbon or something on the bottom to like help flatten it. And my husband doesn't like the purple in the middle, but we'll see what happens. And then I wanted to share a quilt. You guys are like, why don't you just do music? Because there's so much other fun stuff to do. Okay. So this is my son's quilt, and I was so excited because I was making this really cool border fabric out of like scraps I had, like red and white and blue scraps. But then I realized, like, I don't know, I don't think it's really the right thing for this quilt. So I'm gonna save it for something else. It's definitely cool, and it was a really fun process. Again, I can like link to the tutorial I watched. It was a really fun process and like really awesome to see tiny scraps turn into something so usable. But yeah, I think it's destined for a different project. So I ordered some fabric that, let's see, it matches it kind of matches this guy, I think. It's kind of more like a olivey green brown. Hopefully it'll look really good. We'll see. It's hard when you order stuff online, like you don't know if it'll actually be the right color. And then I also ordered some more like vintage pillowcases for, I'm gonna do kitty prints on them, so I found just a couple of those online. I'm trying to like write out lists of like what I want to make for Upsidedown Cat stuff. And then that's kind of all the crafty stuff I think I had to share, planned that I had to share. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over some books and like comics and zines and stuff, so hang on a sec. Oh man, okay, not very organized, it's a messy room. So here's this book, The Upsidedown Cat. That's interesting, which I found like, you know, way later, obviously, after my band was a thing. It's like a long book, lots of words, and a couple pictures. Let's see if we find a good picture. Here, he's playing harmonica, hanging out with the kitty. So it's just a kitty. I think it's like a cat that ends up on a boat and then like comes back to land and then realizes like it always wants to be a cat on a boat. So I'm gonna try to kind of go quick because sometimes these videos get pretty long. I also just wanted to share this awesome like notebook I had. I don't think I shared this last time. This is high school. Just, you know, Hello Kitty's awesome. I've got a no thanks to you sticker. My friend was really into that band. I've got a list of like Vikings in the front of it. I guess I was into Vikings at one point. And all my like, it's just like school stuff, like homework and stuff. So yeah, that's all that is. I found my 2006 Loveland PDX Pop Now schedule. So that's kind of fun. It's got like little write-ups of the bands, which is always cool, like because there's so many bands, and like back then I couldn't like afford a lot of music, and I couldn't afford to see a lot of music. So it's kind of cool, like now with Spotify or just like the internet, it's easier to find, like, listen to stuff and be like, oh yeah, I always heard of that band, but like, what are they actually like? That's kind of fun. Here's my, oops, upside down, Easel Ain't Easy. This is my friend Brina. She was actually my pen pal for a bit before she moved out here. It even comes with like a little letter, but she did these like online journal comics, like a comic a day, a frame a day. And then later she made some little booklets. Super cool. So she put together this little book set, which is so awesome. And I might even be in like one or two of them. Yay. And some friends. You know, it's fun when you like have friends in common and you're like, oh my gosh, I know that person. We're just going to talk about Brina for a while because she's awesome. So Brina Wiederhoft, and now her last name is Brina Bard because she got married. This is Hey Baby, which is about having a baby. It's cool comics and stuff. It's real life stuff, real babies really happening. Picket Line is a graphic novel she did. It was super rad because I got to like help read the script, and she'd ask questions like, does this storyline make sense and stuff, and like get like kind of a preview for the book. That was super awesome to be included in that. Thanks, Brina. So this is a cool story about, I guess, saving some woods. And then Trespassers is her most current release, and this is more for like older kids. It takes place at a lake, and there's like mystery, and it's cool because my grandma had a lake monster lake, and so I don't know, I can just kind of imagine it. I love all the drawings, and she did really good with like all the characters, and I definitely think kids can like it, but like as an adult, obviously I enjoy it too. I know she's working on a newer project, and I don't know all the details, but you can check her website out and find her on Instagram too, Brina Bard Comics. And then this is something my husband brought into the family. 101 Uses for a Dead Cat. I love cats, so it's kind of sad. Some of them are sad. Here's the kitty paw and the record player. You know, they're dead cats, so let's see here. Wheelbarrow. Kitty wheelbarrow. A birdhouse. Can you see that? And like a nest. So he thinks these are hilarious. They're kind of funny. Here's like a donut hole conveyor belt kitty. And then a bagpipe kitty. So, you know, I hope you're not too offended. Oh man, boxing mitts kitties. And then this looks like a frisbee or something, like a flat cat frisbee. So there's that for you. And then I think I shared Clutch on the last episode, but here's another Clutch book. I just really like him. Like I said, he's from Portland, so like there's Portland references and like people from back in the day that I like heard of or like knew existed, and he's always like fixing his bike and going to the movies and checking on the Blazers, all that stuff. So that's cool. Clutch is cool. Just talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so here's another stack. Some of these are more known. Scott Pilgrim, yay. I do like Scott Pilgrim. I don't have all of them. I used to check them out from the library. Archie's like classic, you know, classic Upsidedown Cat reading a long time ago. Here's Aaron's stuff, My Life in Scribbles. These are daily like journal comics that are really cool, like stick figure-y, kind of just like his life and his family's life and his baby coming into the world and whatever was going on at the time. Like, it's just kind of fun. So yeah, I've definitely saved these. Oh, rereading Scott Pilgrim. It's been 2 weeks since I read volume 6. Time to read through the whole series. Hey, that's not volume 1. There it is. So this is the 5th time I've read volume 1. Best $10 I've ever spent. And that was August 3rd of 2010. Yeah, Aaron, so cool. So 3 on the 3rds. I don't know if I shared this last time, but I was showing my journal comics. And so they did like a little collection of everyone who was kind of in the group sharing stuff. This is 2008. So the idea was just doing like 3 frames a day. Or some people did more, like, let's see. Like that one's a lot of panels. And some are just one panel. There's Pat Specs. Cool one. So, sorry, I still have the sniffles. Here's Alyssa's making mixes, a bunch of mixes. And yeah, it's just kind of fun. So, there's the showering. That's awesome. It's just cool to see like what people do, because you know they have a different life than you. Knitting advice. This is not me. Rough Goddess. Knitting advice. So that was kind of a cool little like zine type of thing. Stuff in different languages. I don't know if this is Swedish or Norwegian, but yeah. Mutts, and then Asterix. This one's awesome. It's French. It's like a kid that's like gets into the wrong crowd and like helps steal a car. And I'm pretty sure, hang on, I can't remember if this is the one. Yeah, okay. So he ends up like at this like church service or like something, and I think he ends up like realizing he like did something bad, and it's all in French, and it's like, it's just awesome. Like, I don't know. So it's Jeffco. He probably has other stuff, but I just love this style, like Tintin and like all this like big comic book style is pretty cool. Here's Vamps, which I think is sweet. This is probably Swedish. And there's sometimes like, I don't know, it's like a bunch of bears and ducks and stuff. That's pretty cute. This is Norwegian. It's like a hand screen printed zine about how they didn't want to join into the euro. So it's like all anti-euro, but it's like really cool style, and like the printing, like that's like screen printed, but like the texture that they kind of put on some of the stuff is cool. And it's in Norwegian. My aunt lives there, and she's like knows a bunch of artists and was in art school and stuff. So oh, it's not in Norwegian, sorry. Here's a cool looking radio. I mean, they do speak a lot of English there. And check out these awesome birds. So this is cool. Yeah, I don't know. The emu. European Monetary Union. So there's a bunch of emus. So that's kind of fun. It's just like, you know, probably not everybody has this. And since I'm curious about screen printing and want to improve my screen printing, it's cool to have that. I have another box or two. 1 second. Okay. So let's talk about Noah Dorsey, old friend, ambulance chaser, about trying to find ambulance, the ambulance he wanted. Whoops, hang on. Let's see here. There we go. That's pretty fun. I love Noah. I hope he's doing good. And then Nathan and Nordrich is a short animated film he did, which was really cool. And then he also did Adventures of Djembe and Bongo. So yeah, it's pretty cool to like know someone. Limited edition, 23 of 25. It's cool to know someone who like is so invested in making hand-drawn animation. So let's see. Back to journal comics. When I was 24, I went to Kenya for like a couple weeks with my mom and stuff. So I don't think I showed this, but I just did a bunch of like daily, just kind of trying to journal the whole trip and writing about stuff. We went to the elephant orphanage, and I did a lot of like knitting and reading and hanging out with cats. My aunt had a bunch of cats she fed there. So I didn't, here's their water filtration system. Yeah, so just like lots of sketches. It's actually 2 books. And I didn't color all of it, and I didn't even finish sketching out the second book, but there's a bunch of kitties, and she would make kitty spaghetti for them, because it's like cheaper than cat food. Just like what we ate, what we sang at their church. Here's the fireplace and the kitties. So, it's a different time of life. I didn't have kids. I was able to sketch a bunch of stuff and just like think about stuff. I don't know. It's good. So, yeah. And then let me see. I've got some zines I did like back in high school, but let me grab some other stuff too. Okay. So, obviously there's stuff online, but here's What You Mean, What's a Zine? And it shows some like basic ways to make zines, like how to fold them and cut them, and like how to, you know, if you want to use like Xerox or other ways to make the images. It might be a cool book to check out from the library. And then I've got Crumbs and Crumbs 2, which was like from the Bridge PDX, which was a church that I went to for a long time. So it's got some like poetry and like just some stuff in here. I don't even know, I probably won't read it, but some drawings and stuff. I don't know, it's just cool that they like even put that together, like I don't know. It's cool because the Bridge was like, you know, people loved God, but like in a very, like when I first showed up, it was a very like punk rock way. And then later, you know, as Portland kind of changed, it changed a bit, but like just a very like real, raw way. And a lot of artists and musicians and stuff there. So, okay. When I went to Norway, my friends made me a coloring book. My high school friends. And I don't know if I shared this, but let's see here. Here's me, drawn by my friend Puffy. Super cool. And then Erin making some French stuff. I don't know. Here's one of my kitties. I love coloring books. I don't know if you love coloring books. Here's my friend Squirrel records and a unicorn and a rainbow and cookies. Just like fun stuff, you know. It's fun to be like a kid still, and like Brienne's duck. It's okay to like play and have fun and stuff, and I know as an adult it's harder. Here's my old boyfriend's drawing cows and a moon. That's pretty awesome. It's nice to have like a couple things from him. So there's his kitty cat. Yep, pretty cool. Things you take to a picnic by Squirrel. So yeah, I don't know. It's fun. Like a bunch of turtles. Oh, I drew fondue. We used to have like fondue parties. This one's cool. From Brienne. Kitty cat. It's just fun to have like friends. Like, maybe everyone during COVID is like super sad and has been really nostalgic about all their friends. I don't know if you have, but I definitely have like been thinking about times of my life where like I had a lot more friends, and like, and it was cool because like they put all their addresses on the back so I could send them postcards. that was super awesome, and like people's email addresses. So I might have shared this, but here's the original version. This is a zine I made about music, and I have it, I've probably linked to it online on a different video, but I wanted to show that's a handmade block print I did in high school, my first like kitty cat print. And then that's me in the side of a toaster, self-portrait. Yeah, I've got like a bunch of bracelets on and my Pentax K1000. So yeah, it's mostly like trackless stuff. I'll try to link to that again. And then just me talking about music and how I like discovered indie rock, basically. We made some zines in high school, me and Puffy and Squirrel, and like me and Brienne made some zines. I don't even know. Oh, here's like self-portrait of me on the bus. I still have that jacket. There's other friends in here too. Here's a coloring page of a toaster with a rooster on it. Super awesome. We were like, I mean, oh, here's like I put together like a sweater page. They're like whispering. It was like from a knitting book. They're like whispering about him. I said, actually sweaters are pretty hard to make, at least in my experience. I usually stick to scarves, and I've made a few hats that were okay, but scarves are easy. This winter, I promised to make about 20 of my friends' scarves. Yeah, it's taken a while, but it's really fun. And now Squirrel is calling me Granny. Stop it, Squirrel. Actually, I don't really mind. It's true, I was called Granny because I knitted a lot. And it's not a bad thing to be confused with a grandmother, I guess. I might have shared this one. It's like a bunch of journal comics and then like mixtape stuff, and then there's like a how to play Ink Brethren page, which was like an improv group I was a part of. Yeah, I don't know, it's just cool that like we even did all that. And like here's an original copy of a zine. This was like driving to the beach. There was a McDonald's that was on fire that I was able to take pictures of. Oh man, pictures of people. Here's another color by number one that I did. And then I don't know, just like comics people did, anti-war stuff, because like they just like the war had just started. Oh, a muffin toaster that I designed. I don't know, a bunch of horses. I'm not sure why there's so many horses in this zine, but there's like horses on every page. Just really silly pictures and stuff. And it's just, again, fun to have friends. Since it's Halloween, let's share this really scary skeleton. That's by Alex and Puffy, it says. Yeah, so we were hoping to like I guess do a bunch of zines and like be really cool people. Here's some I saw use from the newspaper, like missed chances or whatever. Let's see if I can even read them. Not so standard. Saw you at the Blackbird show, 11/17. Blue hoodie, black hair, amazing eyes. Sorry to eavesdrop, but you were so funny talking about vampire bats sucking chickens. Oh man. Get a hold of me through my email. Stop. It's even more important than Robot Day. Stop. Over and out. Stop. You are me. I just had a strange feeling. Are you reading me or am I reading you? Number 5 bus, 5 o'clock Saturday. You coming off the number 5. Charming hat. Looked at me like you knew me. Me coming onto the number 5. Redhead with big gray coat. Thought you were cute. Everyone noticed our exchange in glances. Bus driver laughed. Lunch? Question mark. And then, yeah. Brett Spacey on Bus 19. Brett Michaels from Poison's friend. Are you still unskinny bop bop? Mulleted man remembers you from 10 years ago. Want to go to glam metal tonight? Wow. So these are from the Mercury. Anyway, there's a song about those. I saw yous. Ink Brethren song we did. Okay, this is cool. I don't know if I've shared this before. I kind of want to read it if I ever, because I read it recently and it really rang true to me. Sorry, I've got like allergies and stuff. It's been really windy and it's fall time. Okay, I'll read it quickly. I'm a songwriter, singer, knitter, thinker, reader, dreamer. I like knowing the story behind things. I like writing improv songs with my friends and going to breakfast with them on Sundays. I want to encourage others to not be afraid to sing, play music, or draw, especially if they don't know how. I love weather. I want to encourage others to not be afraid of following their dreams. This is part of the reason why I'm doing these videos, guys. It's like, I haven't done anything with Upsidedown Cat for like 10 years, it feels like, but I'm still gonna like figure it out and like do more. So it's okay to like pick stuff back up or like dream a new dream. I like fixing things and finding new uses for things around my house. I knit things for all my friends and sometimes for people I don't know. I love knitting because it means I can make something useful for someone and at the same time do something I love doing. I write stories into songs, and songwriting is one of the most fun and rewarding and hardest things I've ever done. Okay, parenting is one of the most fun, well, yeah, fun, rewarding, and hardest things I've ever done. But songwriting is also good. You're creating new life, you're creating new songs. It's the same, but different. Now that I've started writing songs, I'm always thinking about new lyrics and melodies to record for my friends to hear. What else? I like trying out new things, like different kinds of art making and seeing if I'm good at it. I love Portland and my cat. I have friends who inspire me and encourage me to use my talents and not give up on my dreams. I love roller skating. I'm quiet around people I don't know well. I'm all about making things with my hands and my heart. So yeah, that's very true. 2008, I guess, is when all this happened. So I read that probably in 2020 and was like, wow, yeah, a lot of that's the same. Sorry. Comic, letting my cat outside. Here's some like pillowcase designs. Those could be cool. Hot air balloons were a thing for a bit. This is just like art class, so like having to sketch from life, stuff I grabbed from art class. This is just crazy France Eiffel Tower stuff, and then an octopus on a couch. Octopi were also a thing for a while. Here is the show poster for Lake with pets and Upsidedown Cat at the artistry, and I made a cool tape there. And I guess, yeah, 2008, April 5th, 2008. I just watched the video of Lake playing at the artistry, April 5th, 2008. There's like 2 videos on YouTube. Super awesome. And that was the night that they made like green like headband things, or like people could wear them as a necklace. They gave them to everyone who came to the door. So that was really fun to be included in that. Here's a grumpy looking kitty sketch. And then here's more like drawing my hand. Hands are hard to draw, so a lot of times for class they're like, draw your hand. And then, oh, here's like, I don't know, just another drawing thing. Like black and white, and then there's the gray layer. And then that's probably a self-portrait right there. Looking awesome. That's where you like don't look at your paper, you just like move your hand around and you try to do like all one line. I'm guessing that's what that is. Maybe you can look at your paper, but like you can't pick your pen up at all. This is space related collage. Oh, it's some dinosaurs. I don't know, just some random stuff. I'm always like, I do some collage stuff every once in a while for friends, so yeah, that's cool. So that's that little notebook. I thought that was worth sharing. And then just a zine Brienne and I made. This is the original copy. I don't know, I think we made a couple copies, but like, again, we didn't have a huge like photocopier to just do a lot of stuff. That sounds like popular corn to me. I might have shared the printed copy of this a while ago. I'm not sure, in the last video. I don't like rewatch my videos very much. I usually like make sure that they worked, but occasionally I watch them, make sure there's nothing really crazy in there. It's like inside joke stuff. You had to have been there, I guess. Here's like, we made our own Mad Lib on the typewriter. That's so cool. And then like always the French stuff, like French worksheet stuff. Here's a bunch of kitties. That's so cool. Yep. I don't know. So like these guys, I used to draw them in all my notebooks in class. So I have like at least 100 or whatever. So I've occasionally put them into stuff or like sent them to friends. This looks like a crazy word search. Did you see that punk rocker? He was mocking. Okay. Thanks for watching and reading. I don't know, is there anything else? Not really. So this is the last video I had planned. I'm sure I'll have other things to share at some point. I thought about maybe doing like a quilt one, but like a lot of my quilts I've already given to people. But yeah, if I make like cool merch or something, I'll let you guys know. And then just an update is that my husband's band with his good friend Chris Bruin, the band Bruin, they've got, I think, like the first review of their master back from their third album. So that's awesome. We can expect a Bruin album someday from them. So I'll put links to them. Their band is BRUHN. They've got 2 albums. The third album's coming out someday. I got to sing on a couple tracks, which was really cool. I like how the songs turned out. So just exciting times for that. I'm going to be working on merch hopefully for them and some other bands in our music collective, Sound Ghost Musical Collective. We've got like 6 or so bands, and we're kind of trying to get stuff rolling more. Just with merch and like get things more available to the world. And so I'm gonna make band buttons someday. I got a button punch to make buttons, and yeah, just really exciting times ahead, hopefully. And hopefully with that will come Upsidedown Cat music too. And yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys sometime later. Bye.